When diving into mobile music production, the audio engine isn't exactly always at the forefront of thought. Fortunately, Beatmaker 3's audio engine provides a stellar level of clarity and depth, and with that comes a comprehensive mixing setup, allowing you to balance, master, and shape your sound. After all, the shape of your sound is ultimately what's going to really influence the dynamics and the effect they have on the final product. To get started learning how the audio mixer works, we'll use the transport toolbar on our left to access the mixer. Once we're here, we can see our audio levels as we play back our recording from the last tutorial. In the middle, we have our main tracks displayed, here for us to monitor and adjust as needed. On the left, we have our main output. This is where all of your sound will be processed and merged into one channel. When we play our recording back, we not only have a visual representation of how loud our main audio levels are, but also how that affects the final output. To adjust an audio level, simply tap the marker and drag upward or downward. You can pan audio to the left or right ear by turning the pan knob into the direction you want to hear in. There are also sends knobs, which allow you to get creative with sending various layers of pre-rendered audio effects and levels. We also have another option for muting and soloing tracks, so we don't have to always go back to the sequencer view to select what we want to hear. Under the track icons at the top, we can see specific readings for our two main forms of volume, peak volume and source volume. Your source volume is determined by the initial loudness of your recording, and can be affected by adjusting your audio levels. The peak volume meter shows the level of perceived loudness while processing that source volume. So peak volume helps you determine if something will be too loud or soft in the final export. Below, you have the ability to add tracks, show your pads, customize additional sends, and customize your audio ins and outs, allowing you to record from external sources such as a mic, like what I'm using right now, or an audio interface. Now that we're familiar with this menu, let's record an audio sample to add to our project. We can click on the Add Track button, create a new audio track, then tap the I/O tab to choose what our input and outputs are. We'll need to tap on the input button to make sure we have the right recording device selected. For what we'll be doing, we'll just use the built-in iPad mic in the hardware input section. To start recording, we'll need to go back to the sequencer view and highlight our current audio track we want to record to. Once we tap on the ARM recording button to enable the track for recording, we can tap our main record button to start our session. Now that we have a sample, we're going to try something and try assigning that sample to be playable in keys mode. To do this, we can create a new pad bank. Then tap the piano icon in the transport toolbar to get a fully playable set of keys to control our sample. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so we have the fundamentals of our project, but something's missing. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna add effects to the tracks that I want to kind of spice up just to give them the boost that they need. Let's start with our drums, which could definitely use some tweaking. All we have to do is tap the button under the piano icon in the transport toolbar, then we can instantly add a wide variety of effects to the whole channel. And if you want to get extra involved, you can even add effects to each individual trigger pad or MIDI note. And if there's a particular effect you like, just save it as a preset and it will always be there, ready for you to apply with a quick shortcut. After adding some quick effects, like compressors and reverb, the evolution of a project really starts to become more and more visible. And once you see these effects in action and begin to incorporate them in your workflow, you'll find that the basic adventures of sound design tend to open up seemingly infinite possibilities for the depth that you can bring to your audio.